All right, let's continue on to verse 16. Verse 15 says, if any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. And the New Living Testament says on verse 15, but if the work is burned up, the builder will suffer great loss. The builder will be saved, but like someone barely escaping through a wall of flames. So he was saying that I can see that it's saying, God is saying, don't boast about anything, because if you do make it, it's going to be barely made. You can barely make it. So remember to stay humble, because some things you're going to do right and some things you're not going to do right. But stay with the word. Stay on the foundation. All right. He said, after you know this, know you not that you are the temple of God. You're what God is building, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you. Remember where you are, because we need you to stop all of that fussing and fighting. If any man defiles the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple you are. So you are the temple of God, and God will destroy his temple that you are if you defile that temple. So stay in the word. He said, let nobody deceive you. So don't fool yourself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. In other words, you better do it like the word said. If anybody gonna be wise, you become, let your intellect become nothing and become a student of the word of God, and then you'll really see what you're made out of, because you will be tried. He said, for the wisdom of this world, do not come to me with the wisdom of this world, is foolishness. When you got something to brag on with God, he look at you like, what is wrong with her or him? For it is written, he takes the wise in their own craftiness. He said, I'm telling you now, you better stay with me. I'll take all that money you got, all them gifts you get, and I'm going to, your craftiness. And again, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise. He said, I know if you're thinking about me, and if you're not, that they are vain. He said, if any time you think anything that you did to make a difference in the world is fruitless. Therefore, let no man glory. Don't you ever try to get any attention in men. He said, just because people brag on you, he said, I'm going to tell you, people ain't about nothing. For all things are yours. For all things are yours. It's already yours. I'm giving you everything. Whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas or the world or life or death or things present or things to come, all of it is yours. I have put all of this, given it to you. Let's look at verse 21 and 22 in NLT. So don't boast about following a particular human leader, for everything belongs to you. You got the same thing everybody else got. The nose, the toe, the elbow. Are you just one group working together? Whether Paul or Apollos or Peter or the world or life and death or the present and the future, everything belongs to you. God said, behold, everything that I have given it to you. So you don't have to look outside of me to anybody else. I'm giving you me. By grace, you have all of what I wanted you to have. You lack nothing. And after you get everything that I have given you, guess what? You are Christ. When you see yourself understanding that there is nothing lacking in you, and who is Christ? And Christ, God's. There's nothing God has not given us. He's given us all things. We don't have to be fussing over nothing. At some point, you got to realize you don't have to fuss. You don't have to be in strife. You don't have to be looking at somebody greater than you. You have all things. And since you have all things, he's given it to you. You belong to Christ. And Christ said, I belong to the Father.